No. No, it's not. Listen, that's not cool at all. Nope. Fuck you. Excuse me? What'd you say? Okay, off we go here. Good morning. Welcome to Infinity Highway. Greetings from the state of Michigan. Over here, just about, we're running southbound down US 31, paralleling the east shore of Lake Michigan by about, get off that rumble strip there, by about, I don't know, 5 miles, something like that. And we have just departed a company called Packaging Corporation of America back in Filer City. Where we got loaded with a heavy one. Very heavy load. 45,000 plus pounds of big, massive, geez, they gotta be 7 foot tall, 4 foot round, 4 or 5 foot round reams of paper. Big, just massive, huge rolls. That we're taking down to, oh shoot, what was it called? It's right on the tip of my tongue, I better look it up here. Down to, it's in South Carolina. What is it called here? Honea Path. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's Honea Path. Down there in South Carolina to the same company, Packaging Corporation of America. But yeah, we're up here in Michigan. It's kind of cool. This is my first time that I've been in Michigan. Crossed over the state line last night as we were making our way out to to Lansing here in Michigan. We delivered a load of Niagara bottled water over there to Lansing to a local grocery store chain kind of distribution center. Forget what it's called. Like Meager or you know what, I don't even want to try and pretend that I remember the name of the company. But yeah, we delivered actually also a heavy load, but also a 40. Yesterday's load was 45,000. Yeah, it was like 45,600 pounds or something like that. This one exceeds what that one was, I believe. I forget what the bill well said exactly on this one, but what I do know is that we are running, we got 79,200 pounds gross vehicle weight, about 34,280 on each set of tandems. So we're balanced dead even, actually, which is a good thing. But just barely legal. So, yeah. That's the deal with that. Today is the wee hours of the morning of Tuesday, May 31st, 2022. The time is 3:10 in the AM. Yeah, we just got loaded. Yeah, 3:10 in the AM. We're just basically starting our day. Like, not really, but kind of. I'll get into that in a minute. 78 degrees outside, a whopping 78. I mean, at 3:10 in the morning, 78 degrees out here in the state of Michigan. as we're paralleling the Lake Michigan, about 10 miles. Pretty warm. It's been really warm last few days, actually, for Memorial Day weekend. Elevation's about 660 feet. Uh-oh, it's 666. Oh my God. What are we gonna do? We're gonna ascend by about 10 feet, and then we have nothing to worry about here. So, 886 miles to go down there to whatever it was called, Honea Path, something path. Yeah, I already forgot what the damn name of the place was again. Packaging Corporation of America, South Carolina. So yeah, anyways, yeah, the story of this one is the load that we delivered, well, actually technically yesterday morning now at this point, we picked up back in Wisconsin, over just south, or actually in Kenosha County. Not necessarily Kenosha City, but right next to it. And it was a short haul back out there to Lansing. But the way the timing worked out on it, we got into Lansing yesterday morning, right about this time, right about 3 a.m. for a delivery for 6 a.m. after running a 14-hour plus shift. And got finished and loaded, I think, by like 9:30 a.m. or something like that. So went and found a truck stop, went to go to sleep. The next thing you know, the boss is calling me at like 10 a.m. Hey, I got you a load. I'm like, dude, I just delivered the one that you had me run all through the night, 14-hour shift for 400 miles. I'm going to sleep. And he goes, oh, okay, it's canceled that one. So Max and I ended up sleeping pretty much all day today till about whatever, 4 p.m. I think. So yeah, we didn't get a whole, or nothing. The dog sleeps plenty, but we didn't get a whole ton of sleep yesterday. And you know, so the days passing by yesterday being Memorial Day. Thank you to all the vets out there, to all the fallen, of course. So, you know, whatever, got back up at 4 p.m., something like that, and the boss says, give me a call, you know, when you're up. So I give him a call. He says, okay, I'm going to start looking for a load for you, but chances are it's too late, and so we'll most likely just start tomorrow morning, being this morning, Tuesday morning. He says, oh, okay. so it's like 9 p.m. last night, getting close to 10, and I'm like, all right, well,
at the end of the street, turn right.
I'm gonna flip on a movie and go ahead and climb in the rack. Well, nope, the boss gives me a call. Hey, got you a load. Okay. So that's where we are, and that's how it is that it's 3 a.m. and we're basically kind of just starting our day. We actually had to dead end about 180 miles out here from Lansing to go pick up this load. So we got whatever, 4 hours under our belt already, and I'm not sure exactly how long we're going to continue on for the night, because I'd kind of rather just go ahead and find some place to pull off and run during the day as much as
right
possible.
at the stop sign
Tomorrow. So I don't know what we're going to do. I think we might just find some place to pull off here in Michigan and well, we won't be getting an early start tomorrow. I mean, in any case, at this point, it's going to be a late start. Wherever we might not. So. I don't know. Anyways, that's about all.
Turn left on US 31 South.
Bear with me. I'm a little bit loopy right now, maybe. So, anyways, yep. We'll put you down. We'll see you tomorrow morning. See you in a bit.
Continue on US 31.
Damn straight, Sheila D. Thank you for the reminder. So, welcome back. Good afternoon. I wish I could say good morning, but I can't. Can't do it. I cannot lie. I cannot tell a lie. It is 2:11 in the p.m. Tuesday, May 31st. And we're just getting underway for the day. Full shift ahead of us. We're just departed the rest area where we went ahead and landed for the night. 77 degrees outside. Elevation is about 700 feet. We've got 853 miles still to go down there to Honea Path. Things didn't play out exactly the way I had planned. After we last spoke, I had just under 7 hours still of available drive time for yesterday's shift. I think, as I mentioned, I was thinking I was undecided whether to pull off here in Michigan or run out the rest of my shift, start really late in the afternoon for today. And there's something what we can do with our logbooks. If you still have a good fair amount of hours left on your shift, there's two ways to go off duty. Is one, you go off duty and it just counts you as off duty, and you have to do a full 10-hour reset. The other option that you have is you go into sleeper berth, and this is specifically so you can take a nap in the middle of your shift and not lose any drive time. If you just go off duty, you're going to end up losing drive time for that particular shift for the day. And I think the minimum that you can do is 3 hours in sleeper berth to ensure that you save still available drive time for that particular shift. So that's what I decided to do. I figured, you know what, we'll go ahead, we'll pull off for 4 hours, take like a 4-hour nap, get back up at 8 a.m. because I think we pulled off right about 4 a.m. and finish out the rest of that shift. You know, that 7 hours roughly. And so that's what we did. We pulled off, and I clicked it in a sleeper berth, and went and hopped in the rack, and went to sleep pretty quick. And I go to get up after 4 hours, whatever time it was, 7:30, 7:45, and it hadn't saved my hours. My hours were still ticking down. And so I was a little bit pissed off about that because I really kind of wanted to use up that available time, and we would have been basically getting off of that shift probably right about now. We would have been able to use a good part of the morning this morning. Get off work at, you know, whatever, 2, 3 p.m., you know, roughly in the neighborhood we're at right now. And then hop back up at, you know, well, it would have been, let's say, 2 a.m. and run the rest of the way down there in the middle of the night tomorrow morning. And I don't know why, but it didn't work that way. So I got back up like in another 3 hours and checked my books again, and it had saved my hours. So we ended up just taking a full 10 hour. It kind of sucks. Kind of lost a bit of time there, but whatever. So we'll be running today until the wee hours of tomorrow morning. And it's 2 p.m. now. We are on East Coast time zone. So we'll be running, yeah, like I said, till probably 2 or 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. Doing another 10-hour reset and then running the rest of the way following that. I think I can't necessarily call it an appointment, but my dispatch said 1 p.m. delivery time for the first, which is tomorrow. And so I don't think we're going to make that at this point, but they're open 24/7, so it shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. But anyways, yeah, so all that point being is that we're still here in Michigan. We got 107 miles to make it down to the 94. Not that we're going to be getting on the 94. We're actually going to be running past the 94, past the 80, down into Indiana, through Indianapolis, down into Ohio, running through Cincinnati, down into Kentucky, through Lexington, down into Tennessee, through Knoxville. And we'll make it somewhere probably in there in Tennessee, or maybe North Carolina. So we got a little bit of work cut out for us today. It's interesting. Michigan is far more. It's got a lot more kind of a woody kind of feel to it than, like, say, Wisconsin does, which is interesting. 'Cause we're kind of like and just almost dead east of Milwaukee, Wisconsin right now. So it's interesting. It's just a lot more woody, kind of a little bit hilly here and there. Out here, it's pretty. It's definitely pretty. Like I said, it's my first time out here in Michigan. So that makes, now I have down 47 of 48 states that I've crossed the state line into. So the only one still that I have not crossed the state line into is going to be Vermont. And so that'll be, let's say, once I get into Vermont, that'll make 49 of 50 states that I've been to, because I have been to Hawaii, I've been to Maui, I've been to Kauai, I've been to Oahu, the Big Island. Wait a minute, Oahu's the Big Island, right? I think so. So that'll just leave Alaska. I have not been to Alaska yet. Go up there and be an ice road trucker, maybe. Maybe not. I'm good. Actually, yeah, that's probably not a good idea at all. I don't think I'd be very interested in the cold weather. I like warm weather. That's just me. Yeah, so that's that. We'll put you down. We'll talk to you a little later. See you in a bit. Max, I can't see out my wearer, dude. Okay, there we go. Thank you. So, what's going on here? Welcome to Petro Stopping Center. It's in Greensburg, Indiana. What are you doing, little car? All right, you're going that way. Yes, Greensburg, where we have just
turn left on I-74 East.
thrown some fuel in the truck. We did not top off. Not because of the cost of diesel right now, but because we don't want to push our luck with our weights here. So, as per requested by the boss, we just put in a half a tank because we are so very close to our 80,000 gross on this load. Another half a tank would actually probably put us exactly at gross. What did I say? We're at 79,200 pounds gross. The thing is that we're a little bit over on our drive axles, and we don't want to and that's with a half a tank.
I-74.
When I got loaded, I had half a tank, and we are at 34,280. So anything above and beyond that I put in the tanks will contribute to that, and could put us close to 34 you know, 900, maybe even 35,000. And we kind of don't want to do that rolling across scales if we don't have to. So we just put a half tank back in and we know where we're at. So let's see here. Time is now 9:31. And look at this. It's still like twilight. It's amazing. We still got like 22 days to go until summer solstice. So the sun is still rising. 80 degrees outside, 930 foot elevation. And we got 503 miles to go out to Honea Path. Yeah, this truck, it's making some interesting noises. Like, this is the heaviest load that we put on this truck. I think this is actually like the heaviest load, either this load or the load before this one, I think this load is probably the heaviest load. Is the heaviest load that I've hauled that I can remember. I think I was talking to the boss earlier, and he was saying the heaviest load that he's ever hauled was 79,600, and we're right there in that neighborhood. If I had a full tank of gas, we would be exceeding that. And yeah, and this truck is just kind of a, I don't know, it's not a great truck for real heavy loads, and it's definitely making some noises. It's definitely making some complaining noises about it. It's doing some chunking and some vibrating and yeah, some noises that it doesn't typically do. Something feels perhaps maybe a little bit loose somewhere in either in our suspension or in our driveline somewhere. So we're just kind of babying it along. We're not like trying to race our way out there. We're going to be an hour or two late anyways. So, no big deal. So yeah, Greensburg is we're on the I-74 headed eastbound right now out of Indianapolis. Probably by about 70 miles or something southeast of Indianapolis. Getting ready to cross over into Ohio. We got Cincinnati in the windshield, like I mentioned earlier. I think we'll be taking the bypass around. I think it's the 275. Our next junction that should take us around the actual downtown portion of Cincinnati, and then we'll be hopping on the 75 southbound from there. Well, it's a pretty smooth day as far as traffic goes, which is nice. We haven't faced too much heavy. You know, you kind of expect people are back to work from Memorial Day weekend. You know, there could be some lingering traffic coming home, but it hasn't been too bad at all today. It's been pretty well smooth. So no worries, no hurries, no complaints. Yep, so here we go. Yeah, Cincinnati, 45 miles to go. So we're gonna put you back to bed. We'll probably just pick back up with you tomorrow, and unless we see something amazing, we will see you tomorrow, probably noonish or 1, something like that. Whatever time we get up. So anyhow, we'll see you then. We'll see you when we see you. Off we go. Good noon to you. Yep, good noon. It is Wednesday, June 1st. Holy shit. Can't fucking believe it. As I said, right about noon o'clock. We're over here in Rocky Top, Tennessee. We're just departing, well, a McDonald's parking lot that allows overnight trucking. McDonald's / Casey's. About 90 degrees out here today, a little bit humid. Elevation about 900 feet. And as we merge back onto the I-75 southbound towards Chattanooga, we got 228 miles to go, about another 4 hours to drive. Which gives us an ETA of about 4 o'clock. So, by all means, we are late, but I guess the receiver's open till about 5 p.m. So as long as we don't have any major incidents that hold us up, we should get there in time to get loaded today. Knoxville, 23 miles. when I pulled off at that McDonald's last night, you know, we had on our clocks, basically, if I had ran out the clocks, we would have ran out of time in Knoxville, so I was pretty well I don't know about desperately, but anxiously looking for a place to pull off before we got into Knoxville. And I saw the sign said McDonald's truck and RV parking. So I said, well, shit, that's cool. That'll work for the morning too, so that way I can get breakfast. But I guess they stopped serving breakfast at like 9 or something, or 10. We didn't get into town until whatever it was, I think like 3 a.m. So I missed breakfast. I should have gotten up earlier. Oh well. There's only like 2 things that I like from McDonald's. One is their breakfast burritos. I love their breakfast burritos. I could eat like 10 of them at once. And the only other thing that I'll get from McDonald's is like their chicken sandwiches, dollar chicken sandwiches. As long as they have buffalo sauce, I'll get them. If they don't have buffalo sauce, I don't get them. I mean, McDonald's, it's pretty nasty food, honestly. It's pretty bad. So yeah. Their breakfast burritos are good. Their chicken sandwiches suck unless you have buffalo sauce, basically. I think they do. It's the buffalo sauce that I'm really after. It's the spice. I can gobble that shit up. It's addicting. Yep, it's been a long time since I've been out here in Tennessee. Long time. It's nice to be back. Well, for now, so far. In the windshield, I believe we're going to be hopping on the I40 for maybe 15 miles, 15 or 20 miles, either the 40 or the 640. Yeah, it's going to be the 40. Once we get into Knoxville, we'll be heading eastbound and then taking a right turn and heading southbound on wait a minute. Well, I guess it remains the 40. My bad. That's interesting. I didn't realize the 40 did that through there, I guess. I mean, I've taken it enough times, but it's been a while. Yeah, the 40 heads pretty well due south through the mountains and the hills down into I want to say North Carolina. Yeah, it's got to be North Carolina. Is that right? So down in North Carolina, and then we're going to be taking looks like it's going to be a highway, maybe 25, nope, I-26, and then down to the 25, Highway 25 South into South Carolina. So that's the agenda for the immediate future. We'll see in North Carolina or South Carolina. We'll see in a little bit. We are getting close to the state line here. As we make our way through the Valley of the Shadow of Breath. Mile marker 449 here on the I40. About 3 more miles to the state line. Still very humid breeze outside. Elevation about 1,400 feet climbing. Asheville, 52 miles. We got another, we're not going to make it all the way to Asheville though, I don't believe. We got 146 more miles to go down to the 26. North Carolina state line, here we go. Welcome to North Carolina. Unmarked police cars patrolling, the sign says. Great. Okay, I gotta let you go. 137 more miles to go, and we got a lot of windy stuff ahead of us for the next 10, 15 miles or so. So we'll see in a bit. Oh, look at this. We got a tunnel. All right, well, hang on. Let's go through the tunnel. Hang on. I don't think I've been this far east on the I40 before. I'm not sure that I have. I don't recall going through this tunnel before. Yeah, Trucker's Winding Road, next 16 miles. Okay, see you in a bit. Alright, once again we meet once again, something or another. Welcome to Zirconia, North Carolina. Momentarily. Yeah, Zirconia, like cubic. You know? Momentarily, we got 3.5 miles to the state line into South Carolina, of course. We are now on US Highway 25 southbound. (2:45 p.m.) 87 degrees outside. It's pretty damn warm out there. Elevation 2,060 feet. We got 66 miles to go. And yeah, all is as well as it can be, I guess. We're getting low on fuel. I mean, that's not great. But that's what we get for only being able to fill up half a tank worth of fuel. I had a feeling this was coming. I had a feeling it was going to play out like this. There's a TA, I think, in like 30 miles from where our delivery is, so we should be all right. Once we do deliver, we just got to make that happen first and foremost, of course. us are not doing us any favors right now. I know they just don't understand what's going on behind them. They just don't get it. That's all right. That was a fairly steep grade. I was trying not to burn up my brakes, but I can smell them. Still a pretty steep grade, actually. It said 6%er. We got the engine brake on high and it does not want to let us. Gotta go. See you in a bit. All right, welcome to Honea Path, South Carolina, officially. A little truck stop right there as a Subway. Eat fresh.
Turn right on Princeton Highway. Continue on Princeton Highway.
Yeah, okay. So we are down to just about 9 miles to go. We are very low on fuel. We are down on 8. It's 92 degrees outside. Max puked in the truck. The truck is just wonky as all hell now. We got uneven tread wear on one of our steer tires. We got leaking strut. The whole truck is shimmying and shaking violently. The refrigerator is squeaking. We're late. And we're on a 2-lane highway with no shoulder. Oh boy, we're coming in hot. Oh boy. Excuse me. Woo, boy, that was a good one. They come in twos. Man, something got me. Loose stone, 25 miles an hour. Huh. I didn't know loose stones could go 25 miles an hour. That's interesting. Yep, safe to say this here truck it just doesn't like heavy loads. It really doesn't. It never has, or at least not as long as I've been driving it. Yep, and the boss called about half an hour ago. Said, "How's it going?" I says, "I'm fine." I says, "I don't know, you should be asking about your truck, actually, because I'm fine." He goes, "What's the matter with the truck?" I says, "Well, it's falling apart." So now he's all nervous. I said, "It's falling apart and I'm low on fuel." yeah, you know, sometimes you just shouldn't say anything to the boss. You know, I mean, or at least in my situations, there's times I just shouldn't say anything to him about stuff like that, because it you know, he's all, you know, we're all the way out here in South Carolina. He's out there in California, and last thing he wants to be worried about is the truck breaking down this far from home. That's the last thing I want to be worried about, is the truck breaking down this far from home. To hell with him. He's home. I don't necessarily want to be stranded in South Carolina for a couple weeks waiting for a truck to get fixed, but on the same token, you know, I mean, it could be worse. You know, get stranded out in South Carolina for a couple weeks, all right, whatever, a little vacation. The dog and I go find some place to, you know, like a beach or something. Find a motel with a lake nearby or a river nearby. You know, I could make that work. I could make a real positive thing out of that negative. Yes, I could. Yep, here we go, downtown Honea Path.
Turn right on North Main Street.
Okay, Main Street, huh? All right. Is this our right turn? Yeah, I guess this is our right turn here. Oh, wait a minute. No, maybe it's not. It's our next one, I guess.
Turn right at the traffic light. In 1 3/4 miles, arrive at 12105 Felton Honea Path Highway on the right.
Honea Path, we got your reams of paper. We got your rolls. You can package some goods now. See if I remember, I'll get a shot of these rolls of paper in the back of this here trailer for you. They are massive. One mile to go.
In 3/4 of a mile, arrive at 12105 Felton Honea Path Highway on the right. In 1/4 mile, arrive at 12105 Felton Honea Path Highway on the right.
Oh boy. Shit. Fuck. We went in the wrong way. All right, I gotta go. That's a wrap. If I remember, I'll get some video of these rolls in the back of the truck. If I don't, I don't. So anyways, hope you all are doing well. Thanks for watching Infinity Highway. We'll see y'all somewhere down the road. Take care. Yep, look at these big old massive monsters. Things are huge. Yep, and I actually put a strap on. Not that it would matter with how big these things are, but I did it so that in case DOT pulled me in, I could say that it was on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like I got 8 of them. Yeah, that was just what I thought. Weight, 5,680 pounds each. Yeah, they're pretty damn big. So, there you go. Gotta go. We'll see y'all later. You would think At some point, they'd be like, okay, we got enough. Yeah, when is enough enough?